Hi, everyone. I'm back with your astrology of July 28th through August 3rd. So, thank you for everybody that had patience with me this week. I would have a lot of schoolwork that I had to get rid of and finish and prioritize. So, I had to take a break. But thank you for being back here. I'm going to be going through the days of the week. If you have to go to the timestamps in the bar below, you can go to that so that you can see the days of the week directly. As always, if you'd like an appointment with me, the information is in the part below. And let's get ready for this crazy week, which is, I want to say, let's get this done week. Okay, so let's start with this Monday. Monday, the 28th, we have the moon in Virgo, and we also have a conjunction with Mars in Virgo. I mean, talk about productivity. This is a day that you will feel like you have to just get this thing done, like work, assignments, cleaning the house, taking care of things that you have had in your to-do list forever. But now you feel like this is the day, this is the time. Let me just make a plan and get it done. It's a lot about also making plans for the future and projecting the outcome that you would like because of that planning. So just know that it's kind of sudden, strong motivation, drive, desire to just finish. And so use it for your advantage. Get those projects done. And if there's something you kind of have interest in learning a little bit about, but you're not really sure how to proceed, this is the day that you should really tune into yourself online and things like that so that you can get the information that you need so you can get started in those plans for the future. Hope that helps. Tuesday, the 29th. This energy is going to be interesting. Why? Tuesday, the 29th, the moon is in the sign of Libra. Libra calls for balance, for balancing out energies, for balancing out thoughts, for balancing out actions, etc. But it creates a trine, and that's when I tell you that's a triangulation, something that returns. It's like an idea that returns, a person that returns, some situation that returns back. It's kind of like a 360. And it's in Pluto in Aquarius. What I can tell you is the last time that we've seen an energy similar to this was around the beginning of July. So think about the first week of July and something that might have been a little sketch, a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit out of your control, out of your frequency, something that just was wrong in the beginning of July. And this day is kind of like a return of that energy. You had 22 days, let's say, roughly, to really think about, analyze, process whatever that situation was in the beginning of the month. And now that it's coming back, it's kind of telling you, now what are you going to do about it? How are you going to correct this energy if you feel a correction needed? How are you going to clear the situation? This is kind of like a lot of air in this energy, of course, because we have Libra and we have Aquarius, which is very airy. A lot of your mind, a lot of analyzing, a lot of thinking things through, a lot of spirit energy on there. But it's also with this energy of Pluto, which usually is like really being real with ourselves and deciding if we have to reprimand ourselves and say, why did we do that? And then correct an action inside ourselves, or call something out so that you can receive clarity so that this doesn't happen again. So this day feels like a return of energy so that you can clear the air. Okay? I hope you understand. Now we get to Wednesday. Wednesday is juicy, my people. Wednesday the 30th, Venus enters the sign of Cancer, and it will be in the sign of Cancer until the 25th of August. Why is this so juicy? Well, this energy piggybacks out of the energy of Tuesday. If you guys saw the astrology of Tuesday, or if you've seen this whole entire reading, Tuesday was all about something coming back and really you having to take the time to use your mind to think through a process, your mouth to speak through this process, and a connection with divine source to make sure that when you speak this into existence, when you vocalize things, that it is God's word talking through your mouth. Okay? And so keep that in mind, because Venus has to do with our deepest desires. Okay? It's a very positive energy if you are a healed person. That means that you won't fall into the energy of lust. What does the energy of lust talk about? Many people believe that the energy of lust is only speaking about sex. No, lust is power. Lust is a desire for power, using whatever means you need to because of that drive for power. So if a person is imbalanced, let's say, if they feel disempowered, they're going to want more power. If they feel ignored, they're going to want to be heard. If they feel limited in any way, that limitation will express itself negatively this day. Why is this important to you? Because it's not just this day. It's for 26, what? It's until August 25th, okay? That is a long time. That's a flipping month, practically, okay? Where you're dealing with people's shadows. If they know it or if they don't, they're just going to be a little. And your job is to stay anchored and centered to your reality. This is when the story of Jesus explaining what God is, and he explains how it's the spreader of seeds in the ground, where they fall either in the side of the street on rock or in fertile ground. If your seeds are planted in very fertile ground, this energy will just feel like a little turbulence, and you'll just look at people like, are you psycho? While other people might be caught in the current and be lost in limbo for a really long period of time. So my biggest takeaway from Wednesday, the 30th, all the way till the 25th of August, check yourself. Every time you feel that you're going to lose your shit, check yourself. Is it really you? Are you picking up their energy, and what in their energy is affecting you, so that you can reverse it, correct it, and return it back to the beginning? Okay? Don't let yourself get swept away by the emotions of this day. I hope this helps you. Now we enter Thursday, the 31st. The moon will be in Scorpio. Dun, dun, dun. The sun will be in Leo. And then there's going to be a conjunction in Mercury and Leo. The reason for the dun, dun, dun. Scorpio has a way, when the moon is in Scorpio, it has a way of revealing things that were hidden. It has bringing the light into a shadow aspect of a situation, a person, a place, an energy, something that is previously unseen, previously misunderstood, previously limited. When you pair that up with the sun in Leo, where the sun in Leo, literally the lion loves the sun in its face. Okay? So it's like shining a light on crazy amount of ego, with conjunction, so the helping of Mercury, communication, of the same lion. So remember how I just finished telling you how yesterday the 30th, and there is this feeling of really people showing you their shadows, because you can't get over that energy of lust. I lust for power. I lust for control. I lust for whatever it is that you lust for, because all of us have that thing that we need, right? Especially if we are wounded and we're needing something to supply what that wound is taking away from us. So that being said, that energy in Scorpio has a way of showing you that wound, but not only that, the wound is going to show himself out. The wound is going to speak it into existence, and it's just going to lay it out flat in front of you. And expect gossip, expect BS, expect a lot of intuitive hits, because you also have to keep in mind that the sun in Leo is very, very like clear spiritual guidance from your guides, like laying it on you. And then also expect that energy of a lot of chitty chatty stuff because of Mercury. So expect a lot of emotions, expect a lot of frustrations, expect clarity. Sometimes the best thing you can do when a lion is going crazy is to allow that lion to just let it all out, because they reveal to you a lot by their actions, by their words, but also what they don't say, like the I'm sorry's. Okay? All this revelation is helping you for your future. You just don't see it yet. But it might be a hurt feelings day. I hope this helps you. So we go to Friday, August 1st. This energy is so funny. And the reason I think it's so funny is because it reminds me of, like, you know, um, I guess like little kids and somebody likes somebody else and they're like, why don't you like me? Like me, like me. And the other one's like, go away, you're weird. That's this energy. And this is why I'm telling you this, because we have this energy of the Venus in Cancer that I told you about on Wednesday that will be till August 25th. But now we have this little squared energy. So the squares energy for me personally feels like this big wall that has been placed up in front of the situation. And the wall has to do with Saturn. Saturn, that's discipline, that's restriction, that's and let's say contracts, agreements, etc., etc., etc. And Neptune, okay, which has to do with our shadow aspects, with our unseen truths, right? In the sign of what? Aries. Because Aries is really getting their ass kicked right now so bad. And we all have Aries in one way or another because we all have the energy of the Emperor, right? We all have that divine masculine energy inside of us, unless you're not a human, right? And so we all have that restriction of our ego, our power, our like explosion. So it's more of a feeling of less action, more feeling. And this is not comfortable for many people. Okay. And so here we have this lustful energy around us, right? And here we are creating a wall because you're like, no, I'm totally disciplined in myself. I know who I am. I know my shadow. I know everything about me. This is a nice looking wall that you can keep slamming yourself against because the name is no. The number is no. You need to let it go. That's all I can say about this. There is no holding back. And if a person insists in this energy, the only thing that you are going to be is aggressive and negative. Because what's happening in this moment is that there's a strong mirror put up, a mirror towards the energy of Aries. And that is the mirror towards your energy of your divine masculine. And that's everyone, okay? And you're looking at this person that is desiring you. And this can be a person, place, thing, energy, frequency, etc. Take it as it resonates, right? Because you guys have to see that not all of us are in the same path. But this thing is coming at you and it's saying, I want you, you're the best thing since sliced bread. I need you, I need you, I need you. And you're looking at it and you're taking this mirror and you're looking at yourself and you're thinking to yourself, holy shit, I remember a time when I was that. That looks ugly. I think we should correct this to yourself. So this is really good energy if you use it correctly. First of all, you're going to get frustrated because you're going to be like, no, no, no. But the second thing that's going to happen is that if you use it correctly, you can use this as a gauge in how much you've grown, how much you have to still work on, and how you can approach it in a way that's going to be effective. And probably too, you're going to have to do one or two little rituals here and there to release certain energies and say I'm sorry to people, places, or things that you have probably been holding on to too aggressively that might have not been for your greatest good. And now you realized I was being an asshole. I'm just saying. So I think it's really appropriate since it's August 1st. That's the beginning of the month. So what I'm seeing is this energy of, hey, it's the beginning of a month. This is when I can do a ritual of initiation of what I want for the month of August, right? And it can be initiations of, thank you, you taught me a lot, and now I let you go. I hope this helps. All right, the 2nd of August, which would be Saturday, we have the moon in Scorpio trine Jupiter in Cancer. So the moon that started off on August 1st, where we're kind of seeing the things that we couldn't see or we didn't want to see or we were limited in seeing, are still being revealed to us. And now we have a triangulation of energy. And the triangulation of energy is like a return of energy. And in this case, the triangulation is in Jupiter in Cancer. So that triangulation is this energy where you're being gifted the opportunity to expand to another plane of existence. This can be something where your the desire, the need, the pull of these people, places, things, and energies towards our energy has now created a definite in your mind that you don't want to be part of this group. It's kind of like the more they insist that you can't leave them, that you can't stop, that you can't limit yourself, that you need this, right? And this can be a person, it can be a substance, it can be a memory, it can be whatever. The more that pull comes towards you, the more you feel like a rejection of the energy, which is actually helping you because you're being gifted the opportunity to see the true face of these things, people, place, energy, or frequency, in such a way where you can see how ugly it can get. And seeing the ugly to keep yourself safe, secure, to keep yourself in a place of mental and spiritual peace, you're going to be like, yeah, no, thank you. And that's what's so funny about this energy. It's like the more it insists that you can't leave, the more you want to leave. So don't be surprised if you're going to be even more determined to move to poop. That's a spiritual thing for me. I'm like, to poop out people, to poop out energies, to just get it down the toilet. And I'm just going to go on a tangent with this. I had seen this one meme that like made me laugh. It's like, after you poop, do you grab the shit and shove it back up your ass? No. So why would you want it back there? Oh my God, I don't know why that came into my mind, but that's what I'm thinking about this energy. It's kind of like, I pooped you out. So no, thank you. Just think about that whenever you're going through this energy, okay? I hope this helps. So now we go to Sunday, the 3rd of August, with my favorite kind of moon, which is the moon in Sagittarius, though I am very biased because I am a Sagittarius. Anyways, the moon in Sagittarius has a triangulation with Saturn in Aries, which I believe is a great combination because the arrow is helping you move the energy in a precise direction, while the energy of the triangulation is the return of your discipline, Saturn, in the trajectory that you would like for your future as an emperor. So to take initiative, to take strength, to be that I'm done with this BS, I'm going that way energy. And that is what's being gifted to you this Sunday. So what are you going to do with it? Because that's the biggest thing. I am telling you all the astrology. I am giving you all the information, not so you can sit on it and be like, oh, this is the energy that's this day, but for you guys to actually use it like a pen or like a car or like your muscles and do something with it, right? And in this day, it's like, okay, you saw the BS the entire day. There was this tug of war of I need you, I want you, and you're like, no, no. And now you're like, what am I going to do? I'm going to be disciplined. I'm going to move in this direction and I'm going to get this bitch done. That's what I can tell you about August 3rd. And so use it for your benefit. Get your stuff done. Helps you that. I hope that helps you. See you the next time.